All right, here we are for game 3 between the Cardiff Stingrays and the Leucadia Longboarders. And that score should get us back to the correct place. 0-0 here. Stingrays and Longboarders, 30 seconds shaved off the clock.
I thought the Stingrays come back with a renewed energy after their shellacking last game.
Yeah, that was tough.
This is a back-to-back game for them. They did get a little break, but now we're going to need to see some more energy from them if they're going to take down this Longboarders team.
Getting a slight respite, but not much of one. Longboarders maintaining control from the Stingrays' side of the rink, sending it all the way back. Langlow pressuring, stepping around, getting into the Stingrays zone. Longboarders make their entry. Hamilton picks it off, sends it up ahead for Langlow. One-on-one here. Stingrays entering the zone, loses the puck. Longboarders get it. Stingrays go off for a change. Staying inside. Longboarders taking their time, leaving the zone. They finish their change. Woods takes the puck out. Crossing the red line. Pino reaching for it, not getting anything. Sends across. Pushed towards the goal. Malo easily makes that save. Sent back out. Chipped ahead. Longboarders from the right. Wise getting a stick on it. Pushed up ahead. Efforts crossing. Waiting for more Stingrays to get into the zone. Slams on the brakes, turning. Pushes back towards the goal. Longboarders. Pino throws it on goal. Puts the Stingrays on the board first. 1-0.
As to start this Stingrays 1, for sure. Shaking off the dust and the lethargy and the sadness of their
The sadness. Game. That's a lot of good descriptions, adjectives. Are those adjectives? Those are adjectives. Morose. There was a moroseness that is now hopefully gone away. Great shot by Pino. Excellent effort by Efforts. Good play by the Stingrays to strike first. Wise back for the puck. Chasing him down is Ray Kinsey. Off his skate to his blade. Wise sends it ahead. Runyon gathering it. Wise battling through, pushing the puck forward into the zone. Middle of the circle, Runyon melts it down. 14-14 here in the first period. That's our announcer, Callum McClurg, who also serves as the PA voice for the San Diego Gulls, talking about the delicious tacos at Craft Coast, one of our premier sponsors here for the Elite Draft League. I could definitely go for some Baja-style tacos right about now. Fantastic. Great save there by Matty Malo. Melting that puck down. I believe that was a shot by Anthony Mata. Pushing the puck to the net. Longboarders missing a couple of key pieces. Jake Betch, one of them. Foot race here for the puck. Reed Kinsey back forward being chased down by Logan Wise. Reed boxing him out. Getting that puck. Cutting across the red line. Getting into the zone. Sends it across. Shot on net. Saved by Mala. Pops up. Langlow gets to that puck first. Reed throwing it to the middle. Saved by Malo on the one-timer. Well done by him to stay conscious of where those other players were on the floor.
Yeah, really nice play by Malo there because Reed was just pounding. Skating away from Logan Wise is not easy to do. And trouble getting the puck away from Webb, so he's buzzing in there. That's saved by Matty Malo to negate that surge of Reed Kinsey explosiveness.
Puck's into the middle. Sakalia keeps it on the wall here. Dylan Wood sends it across. Longboarders lost in his skates. Sent him ahead. Have a breakaway opportunity. Wes Langlo throwing it on goal. Doesn't know where it is. Runyon trying to locate it. Puck gets sent back out to the top of the circle. Chad Lewis resets the play. Stretch pass inside the dots. Hessling taking a crack at it. Winding up. Lewis. Split save by Runyon, covering both sides of the goal.
A sequence of half clappers there. Dallas Hessling likes to get his shot off from that.
If you're only doing a half clapper, should you do the clapper at all? Always do a full clapper. Fully commit or don't. That's
are good for the crowd, good for the morale.
Pino with another shot. Pops way up. Bouncing the puck. Ray gets a hold of it first. Chad Lewis with a good defensive stop. Throwing it in. Stingrays back for it. Efforts looking for the pass across. Hamilton. Back to Efforts. Efforts working his way. Doesn't like what he sees. Cuts back. Keeps it on the wall there. Pino throwing it back to Efforts. Good give and go pass there. Shot on goal. Ray scooping it up. Puck loose there in front of the net. Miscommunication by the Longboarders, but no Stingrays pressuring, so no danger.
Jason Efforts and Brian Pino playing with some chemistry out there.
Blake Woods had a pass. Drops it. Lewis snags it. Goes the other way. Pino in close. Point blank shot on Runyon. He shuts it down. Temperature has really dropped here in Escondido. It is June 21st, and I believe it's in the low 60s now at this point.
You could get away with wearing a sweater.
Yeah, 64 degrees right now is what it says on my phone. Have a little bit of a breeze going through between the two rinks. Longboarders behind their net, trying to get it out safely. That is the key word. Shot on goal. Misses Matt Mallow and the net. Longboarders looking to send it across. Langlo settles the puck. Pass out to Wise. Stingrays also in deep. Longboarders pick it off. Sakalia up ahead on the right. Ray, shot on goal. Tips wide. Reed picking it up. Wise gathering it up, running the other way. 2-on-1. Throws it in. Quirk in the corner. Centering it. Runyon ready for it. Longboarders waiting for support there. Reed Kinsey behind his cage. Sees space, breaks it out. Longboarders from the left, taking it in. Mata trying to muscle through to the net. Reed picking up his rebound, goes to the corner, ricochets out. Puck getting sent down. Efforts in close. Tic-tac-toe play. Just tips over the goal.
Nice tic-tac-toe play. Missing everything but the conversion.
Efforts getting bodied by Woods.
He's not going to throw it back. He's going to go straight forward.
Wise pushing through. Leaving Blake Woods behind. Mata, Blake Woods. Lewis sprinting the other way with Wise. Lewis from the slot puts it on goal. Saved by Runyon.
Wise is going to kick himself after that one. Usually would have that. It's a lot of net to shoot out there.
A lot of net to shoot at. Runyon was all spread out. He was ready for it as much as he could be on a one-timer opportunity. Ray, Pino on the faceoff. Ray gets the better end of the draw, sending it up ahead. Has Sakalia in the middle, trying to get around. Looks like that's Chad Lewis. Sent back out. Efforts has Hamilton high. Slides it across. Hamilton throwing it on goal. Big save by Runyon. My goodness.
Pino and Efforts continue to find each other out there, really linking up and connecting well with the Stingrays. They connected for the first goal, and they continue to spread the floor nicely.
Stingrays have the momentum this game so far. They're playing well. They're moving the puck much better than they were last game. Ray wins the puck back. To Bones, sending it out. Dylan Woods. Back to Ray. Woods from the point. Gets it over to Tabone. Malo covers the post and melts the puck down. 9:19 here in the first period. Couple of Stingrays in a pile there, but they managed to exit their zone safely. Puck set up ahead for Quirk. Longboarders get the turnover, entering the Stingray zone. Chipping it towards the goal, goes to the corner. Hessling rings it around for Hamilton. Hamilton carries it out. Getting across the tops of the circles, throws it in goal, rebound, goes wide. Longboarders getting into the Stingray zone behind the net. Timone sends it back out. Winchester over to Dylan Woods. Woods up ahead. Tip-in opportunity for Winchester.
Nice defensive stick by Chad Lewis to tip that out of play.
Good defensive play by him. Mata for the puck, giving it to Blake Woods. He gets a quick shot. Gets his own rebound. Save again by Malo. Woods to Reed. Reed holding on to it, deliberating, gives it to Mata. Mata from the point, crossing with Reed. Top of the circle, fakes his shot, holds it. Looking for the wraparound. Gives it to Mata again. Throws it on goal. Held in, blocker side by Malo. Puck sent up top to Mata. Shot on goal by Sakalia. Goes high into the air. Pino sends it up the wall. Logan Wise has a breakaway. Save by Runyon. Monstrous blocker side save as he keeps it out of the cage. Reed along the wall. Has Mata wide. Sakalia in close. Handing it off back to Mata. Mata cutting through the circle. Throws it on goal. Angled out. Sakalia. Given back to Mata. Mata. Ray. Top of the circle. Good stick there by Logan Wise, keeping that out. Logan looking for another chance. Skips over Pino's stick as it goes behind the Longboarders goal. Logan back to retrieve. Effort stepping in. Good look by him. Sliding it across.
Oh, what a
pad save by
save!
Runyon. Holy moly, but Pino still gets the rebound and puts it in.
Gosh, a frustrating sequence for Bryce Runyon because that was an incredible save.
That was a monstrous save by Bryce Runyon.
Heroic.
He's been outstanding despite the Stingrays being up 2-0. It's not for lack of effort by Bryce. Bryce has been fantastic. West on the face-off against Ray.
I was so mesmerized by that save. Let's see who got that assist.
Held on the wall by Hamilton. Longboarders still managed to get it across. Reed muscles out Hamilton for the puck. Chipped up ahead to Langlo. Langlo behind the Longboarders goal. Backhand looking to center. Blake Woods gathers it. Longboarders have a 3-on-2. Pass across to Ray, just out of reach. Hessling sent to Lewis. Chad Lewis looking across. Backdoor goal by Hessling. Stingrays are moving the puck really well. Longboarders with just a couple of errant passes. Either too far ahead, too far behind. The Stingrays are feeling more dialed now. Big shot there by Winchester as Ray tried to split the D previously. Ringing off the crossbar on Malo. Going out of play. Sakalia, Pino on the faceoff. Winchester settling puck, getting it back to Tabone. Backhand pass to Dylan Woods. Almost turning it over. Eventually does. Stingrays running the other way. Looking to go and create another opportunity. Awkward collision into the boards there. Looks like there is a delayed call against the Stingrays. Dylan Woods going awkwardly into the wall. I didn't see what happened there.
Brian Pino just playing like a little tank.
Playing the disruptor like he can. My man's innocent. He did nothing wrong. Brian Pino going to the sin bin for 90 seconds on what I believe is going to be, is that a rough? I didn't see the hand signal there, did you?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was, but yeah. Pino is small, but plays like a cannonball.
Sure does. That he does. Regardless, the Stingrays will be shorthanded here. Winchester on the right, Mata on the left, Ray in front of the net, Reed up top. Winchester from the right. Being pressured by Logan. This is morphing more into a misshapen box kind of configuration. Longboarders need to settle it here. Winchester, shot ringing off the post. Ray chasing it down, trying to get it back for the Longboarders. Both teams still digging for it, being held on the wall. Burning a lot of time by Logan Wise. Longboarders trying to get it back. They eventually do. Sent up to Mata on the point. In deep to Ray.
Oh.
Wide open net. Malo doesn't know where the puck is. Reed back up top. Throwing it in off the shin pads of Wise. Keeping it on the wall for Ray. Ray running it in. Pulled across. Puck still loose. Sitting 5-hole. Malo Sits on the puck. That's going to be melted down. Stays inside for the face-off.
Ray really wanted to barrel that into the net, but he did have Winchester pretty wide open. Across the way.
That was not the play to force that in when you have the man advantage. You get a guy that's tied on you, look for that pass instead. Someone's going to be open. Stingrays win the faceoff. Lewis rings it around. Almost going all the way out. Tipped puck. I believe that's Ray that gets the tip shot. Beating Malo, putting the Longboarders up on the scoreboard.
It was definitely redirected. I'm not sure if that was Ray's stick that it hit or Chad Lewis's.
The way that Ray reacted, it seemed like he may have tipped it, but he could just be stoked that they scored. I'm not positive.
See what the refs come up with.
I believe even if Chad tipped it into his own goal, Ray would get credit because he was the closest player to it.
Well, the player who shot it would get credit.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You were right.
Let's see what the refs picked up.
They gave him credit.
Tip goal.
Well done by Ray. Puck loose in front of the Stingrays' goal. Everybody trying to dig that puck out. Hamilton eventually does and throws it over to the corner. Sakalia gives it back all the way to Tabone. Sakalia chasing down Quirk for that puck. Bodies him up into the wall. Woods making a move, kept out by Hamilton. Langlo looking for that outlet pass, gives it to Hamilton. Hamilton getting to the top of the circle, rips one, goes out of play. .2:22 remaining in the first period. Sakalia, Quirk on the faceoff. One of our two senior referees. Mr. Dunn dropping the puck. Lewis sends the puck over to Langlo. He throws it back into the zone.
Chunkiest
Lewis
sauce
sent
I've
back
seen
out.
since last 4th of July.
Hamilton gives it back to Wes. Stingrays cycling, getting the puck out.
Oh!
Quirk tipping that in, my goodness, just over the glove of Bryce Runyon.
And the Stingrays get a redeflection goal of their own. Theirs was seemed a little bit more intentional. That was a pretty goal, pretty redeflect.
That just like went off the back of his stick and over the glove of Runyon. That was pretty. That was pretty.
Pretty deflection goal.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Trying to say the words redirect and deflection. Trying to combine them ineffectively.
Redeflection?
Redeflection.
Redeflection. Write that down, folks. Logan Wise barreling down the side, getting it into the zone. Turned over. Longboarders get it back. Reed sent it to the middle to Ray. Mata supporting the play. Throwing back across to Ray. Almost gets it to him. Just out of reach. Has Winchester in the slot. Ray looking at Mata. A lot of sticks in lanes. That doesn't get all the way through. Ray gathers the puck. Ray working his way in. Rings off the post. 1 minute left to play in the period as our announcer calls it. Reed stepping in to Mata. Mata pulling it, making his move, getting it across. What a goal there. Just a beautiful tic-tac-toe play.
Very nice.
Great work by the Longboarders. This has been back and forth so far.
That was a nice display of both teamwork, but also individual skill. Reed Kinsey with a nice backhand delivery pass to Mata, who had a nice toe drag move before getting it over to Ray.
Made the most of the space that he was given.
Yeah, it was a nice play.
Longboarders center it, throwing it on goal. Ray trying to go and get his third goal, going for the natural hat trick. No such luck, at least for now. 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Logan Wise stretching the floor. 2 saves by Runyon back to back. Logan trying to go and get another crack at it. Pino centering it. Effort strikes back on a beautiful centering pass by Pino. They connect once again, putting the Stingrays up 5-2. I know 7 goals scored in the first period, but both goalies have been playing well.
Well, decent. At this point, you can say decent.
I'm going to give them credit because when you have second, third opportunities, the defense then has to step up and clear pucks out. Help the goalie out. You've got to be picking up your man and not allowing those guys to swoop in and get those opportunities. 5 seconds remaining as this period winds down. Oh my gosh. Reed Kinsey getting a buzzer beater, putting the Longboarders on the wall again.
So that's like 5 goals in the last 45 seconds of the game, of the half.
You'll love to see it. 3-5. Absolutely bananas.
Thought that half would end 4-1, but here we go. It's 5-3.
That's how it goes sometimes. A lot of fast movement with the puck. Guys getting open, moving around. Really not a defensive struggle at all. Guys getting behind their man. All right, we're going to go to intermission. We'll be right back.
Let's see if this opening frame or opening few minutes of this second half, which is another flurry of goals, or if this game settles in a bit. Because that was a wild closure to the first half.
That was a flurry, as they say. Chad Lewis making a defensive stop along the wall. Hessling carrying it in. Sends it back for Hamilton. Longboarders sneaking one in right there at the very end of the period. I think there was like 0.2 of a second left in the period. Langlo winding up, making contact with a Longboarders player. I think that was Tabone getting the brunt of that stick contact. Hope he's okay. Stingrays working their way in, trying to set it on a tee for Hamilton. Dylan Woods gets to it first. DeBone up and at him, has the puck. Throws it all the way back for Dylan Woods. Not quite enough mustard on it.
Idea solid, execution okay.
Ray pushing his way forward. Saved by Malo. Yeah, that puck needed a little bit more mustard on it to get all the way back.
Or just more of a centering approach, because that's where Ray was headed, to be third guy high in the center.
Basically, don't do what he did.
It's hard to have eyes in the back of your head, but you can't always move your neck.
Ah, man, that's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask. Foot race for the puck. Langlo stumbling a little bit, trying to go and outrun Mata. Hesseling beating Runyon glove side on a pass from Langlo.
Beautiful finish by Dallas Hesseling, and a really nice soft touch by Wes Langlo to get that centering pass to him, putting it into an area where Dallas could just skate into it. Nice finish by Hesseling and nice pass by
He had good speed
Langlo.
going in there to go and beat Runyon glove side. Good on Dallas to go in and execute.
Stingrays goal, scoring his second of the game. Number 88, Dallas Hesseling. Assisted by number 77, Wes Langlo.
Great pass by Wes to go and get Dallas that goal. Puck goes out of play. High scoring game so far. Still close though. I think either team could still win it, but Stingrays definitely with the upper hand so far. Up 6-3 and the better cohesion so far. Despite the temperature of the last game. Face-off gathered by the Longboarders. Reed on the point, throws it in. Deflects out into the corner. Medeiros in there, looking to settle the puck. Reed digging hard for it. Getting to the goal, throwing it on. Pino, beautiful pass up ahead for Medeiros. That goes up on edge, puts it on, goes wide. Wise sends it across for Evan. Evan stepping in. High circle. Goes high. Longboarders scoop it up. Reed doesn't have numbers. Surrounded by Stingrays players. Takes a shot. Stays in play.
Didn't like the delivery of that shot, clearly.
Not his best shot.
Not his best shot.
Logan Wise harassing Mata. One hand on his stick. The other on Logan Wise, trying to keep him away. Ray reaching for the puck, gets it, handling it, pulls it through the defense almost. Pino with a nice stop there. Efforts entering the zone. Crossing, waiting for help, drops it for Pino. What a vision there he had. As Runyon makes that save. Great patience by Jason Efforts.
Really nice.
My goodness.
Yeah, he's been consistent. He's a very consistent player. He consistently makes smart choices with the puck, slows it down, pulls people into him so that he can find an opening. And he and Brian Pino have been connecting all night. Would have liked to see Brian Pino pass that along the crease there to Logan Wise, who seemed to be open far side.
Sending it to the slot, throwing it on goal. Malo with the save. Hamilton, the last man back. That was a race to see who could get to the puck first. Stingrays prevent disaster and keep the puck out. Sakalia, Quirk on the faceoff. That is faceoff specialist John Quirk. And he wins another faceoff. He's pretty good at those. Langlo on the wall, across for Lewis. Lewis crossing, getting into the zone. Beating to Bone, puts it on goal. Juicy rebound. Ray gets the puck. Has to Bone high. Sakalia crashing the net. Shot, saved by Malo. Up in the air, batted out. Longboarders reset with Woods on the point. Pursued by Wes Langlo. Dylan starting his engine, handing it off to Sakalia. On the left. Longboarders in the zone. Ray winding up. Sakalia trying to push it through Malo. He closes up on the puck and swallows it.
Nice save by Malo there. Keeping the pad squeezed tight so nothing slipped underneath him.
That is what goalies do.
Gotta squeeze them tight.
Got to get in the way of the puck.
Gotta get in the way of the puck, squeeze them tight.
That is goaltending 101.
Shut down the holes.
Langlo gathers it forward, throws it back. Lewis sets up behind his cage.
But not feeling trapped.
Well said, Gabe.
Thank you.
Hamilton back over to Lewis. Looking for another tip is John Quirk in front of the Longboarders goal. Runyon was privy to that and was ready for the tip as much as he could be. Stingrays send it back out. Wesson, absolutely no rush to carry it out if he doesn't have to. Lewis sending it back to Wes. Langlo sent to Hamilton. Getting across the top of the circle, trying to get it back over to Quirk. That catches a skate on the way out, I believe. Dylan Woods waiting for friends. Gets it up to Bone. Toe drag through traffic in his skates. Kicks it up ahead. Ray behind the goal. Logan Wise strips the puck off him. He gets it. Working hard behind the goal line. Logan Wise, unintentionally centers it for Matt Malo. Not sure that's going to be counted as a goal. I think that's a save. Puck was definitely batted in. But I believe the referee blew it dead before that happened. Good save by Malo. .11:44 in the final period of this game. Logan Wise, one-on-one here with Mata. Ray back-checking hard. Backhand on Runyon. Ray beats Logan to the puck. Getting in, trying to beat Medeiros. He stops it.
We're on the end? Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Good vibes right here. Would either of you like a Coke? I just muted. Would either of you like a Coke? You're good. You want one?
Sure. Thanks, man.
Soup foot helping? Can you breathe better? It did not hit until maybe right now. It's been so bad. Thank you.
You look much better.
Play is blown dead. Looks like there's a penalty on the play. That's going to be a slash on Blake Woods as he goes to the box for a minute and a half. Face-off down in the Longboarder zone. 11 minutes is the time here, second period. Winchester gets the puck back, scooped up by the Stingrays. Looks like that's Logan Wise on the point, Langlo on the left, Efforts on the right, Kino in front. Sent across, Efforts back up high, Wise across to Langlo. Langlo trying to force it across here. Efforts settles it. Back up to Wise. Stingrays working it around. Wind up by Langlo. High into the safety netting as that goes out of play. 44 seconds remaining on this penalty kill for the Longboarders.
I'd like to see this power play flow more through Jason Efforts. He's not the most vocal of players out there as far as asserting himself as the setup man, but I think on this lineup here, he might be the best person to have the power play flow through.
I agree. I agree with that. After playing a couple of years with Jason on different teams, I can say that with confidence. He would be the guy there. Uncanny vision on the rink.
Just a really smart player with the puck. There's that pass.
Big shot by West that goes into the shin pads of the Longboarders. Logan from the high slot throws it on goal, tipped high and out.
Logan's got good hands. He's got a good shot, but that is just too basic of a shot attempt from him. But interestingly enough, Jason Efforts is getting off the rink.
Only 10 seconds remaining on this power play for them. I think they want to get fresh legs out there. Jason is a little bit older than us. He probably gets tired a little bit more easily than someone of Logan's age or Ray's age. An effective player nonetheless, no matter how old he is. Stingrays get the puck. Continuing to get it forward. Ray going the other direction with Blake as he's out of the box. Longboarders throw it on goal. Matty Malo gloves it down. Longboarders looking to even this up, putting some shots on goal. Not finding any luck this period so far.
They're going to need to get a 3-point goal to even it up on the next shot, though.
That math checks out.
They're a few shots away from tying this one up. And time is not on their side.
9.5 minutes left to play in the second period. Tabone ripping it off the crossbar.
Time is not on their side. Posts are not on their side.
Hard to score if the puck's not going in the goal.
Got to go posting in, boys.
But that is why people tune in, is just to hear these little nuggets of wisdom that we're dropping.
Shut down the holes. Goalies stop pucks. Make sure you go bar in.
Barring in, not barring out. Barring out does not count. Hamilton behind his goal. Looking for Langlo up the wall.
Will he do it?
He's got a short breakaway. Runyon gloves it down.
Nice glove save.
Puck was up on edge. I think if Langlo had a little bit more time, may have had a better scoring opportunity, but Runyon, he was privy to it.
He's got a low and aggressive style. He comes out high, but he crouches low. He's like crouching on the puck almost.
Tabone on the right. Lewis defending. Good defensive play there by Lewis. Isn't able to handle it. Collision with Hamilton.
Good body
and
by
Tabone.
Matt Hamilton getting the better end of that one on Tabone.
2-on-1. Langlo, Hessling. Hessling had Runyon beat. Wide open net and just sails it over the goal as he collides into the wall. Another great pass there by Wes Langlo on that 2-on-1. Runyon was all but beat on that play, too.
Completely. I think Dallas had his number the last time he was in that position, so. Ooh.
Quick shot on goal, kicked out by Runyon. Sakalia hustling for the puck. Medeiros just hustling harder, getting to it. Beats him in that foot race. Loses control of the puck, and that gets redirected towards Malo, but he melts it down. Runyon over there on the other end of the floor, drying his crease. We have a sweat mop, but we're actually missing one of the people that would normally skate out there and dry the tiles off around the crease. He's not here today, so goalies, they got to do it themselves. Pino, oh, I'm sorry, that is Medeiros slamming on the brakes, going the other direction. Having trouble getting the puck out, though. The Efforts is back for it.
Ray forechecking like Wile E. Coyote out there. Wielding his
That's a
stick
good
around.
analogy.
Using the body, too.
Reed up ahead for Hayden. Evan scoops it up. A lot of bodies being thrown
Carter
behind the
Stingrays
Stingrays
could not
goal.
get by the Kinsey defense. It was Ray on the first wave and Reed on the second.
Ray shot from the outside. Kicked out by Malo. Ray, spin move around Pino. Turning, shot on goal. Frozen by Matt.
Both Kinsey brothers putting on a forechecking clinic there.
Our good friend Noe Santos dropped off a Coca-Cola. How is that Coke?
It's nice and cold, which is tasty, but I don't need to be any colder. So, Coke, I mean...
Delayed call, I believe that's against Logan Wise. That's going to be a trip. They're going to call an interference on the floor against Reed Kinsey. I don't know if interference would be the call. Maybe a trip. That would have been my call. Regardless, a penalty on Logan Wise, though.
We are not sponsored by Coca-Cola.
We are not sponsored by Coca-Cola. Would I like them to have them as a sponsor? Sure.
Nah.
Gabe is too good for Coca-Cola as a sponsor, but not above drinking Coca-Cola.
I'm surprised I'm drinking it now. I just really am such a fan of Noe Santos, you know. He's coming in like Santa Claus. I didn't want to say no.
You know, Noe is like Santa Claus. Good guy.
Jolly, looks good in red.
He does look good. Red is a good color on him. Winchester back for the puck here on the Longboarders power play. Winchester on the points. I believe that is Anthony Mata on the left. Long range shots bladed down by Ray. Reed with the puck right now, sent back out to Winchester. John glancing off the skates of West there. Tipped over to Reed. Reed back to Winchester. Feigning a shot, holding on to a ripped on goal. One-timer from the low left. That goes in. What a shot from an off angle there. I think that was Mata.
Mata indeed.
My God. Good feed across. 4-6 in favor of the Stingrays. Effective power play there. Scary movement on the point there by Winchester. I thought he was going to shoot it there. Held on to it for a second for just a beat and was able to go and slide it across. Good work by the Longboarders there towards the end of that sequence. Wood sends the puck back out to Ray. West stepping to Bone on the right. Ray with the puck, sprinting in, has Woods up ahead. Blake in front. Goes around the goal. Dylan back on the point. Left off for his brother Blake. Ray resets. Longboarders cutting the difference to 2 with 5.5 minutes left to play in the game. Dylan in the middle has Blake up ahead, tipping off Matt Hamilton's stick. Dylan chases it down, sending it all the way back out to Ray. West stepping on it, trying to go and get past Ray on the boards. Tabone swinging at it. Maintains control, pushing to the middle. Keeps a stick on it. Puck goes way up in the air. Sent back out to West, 2-on-1. Slow moving 2-on-1.
Not the pass you want to see or the speed that you want to see it taken with.
Not at all. Tabone was able to get back and disrupt. Wise with the puck. Getting a whack there.
Nice move
from Blake.
Ray.
Nifty move.
Oh!
Finishing is Quirk on the pass from Logan Wise.
Silky.
Putting the Stingrays up 7-4.
Definitely his best pass of the night. And that's including the previous game. That was a nice pass.
Delay. Saw Quirk there at the top of the crease, sent it across. Quirk had 90% of the net to look at. It's like, you better finish on that. Clean face-off won by Sakalia. Sent up for Winchester. Puck across. Mata faking a windup. Rebound on Malo. He makes the save still. Efforts chasing it down. Winchester getting the stick lift. Efforts gets it, creating his own turnover opportunity. Circles back out. Efforts holding on to the puck.
Oh, no. No.
You didn't know that hack?
No.
There you go. Today we learned a new iPhone gesture. It's the shake undo. That's for notes at least. Yeah, whatever you're typing and you shake it, that will open the prompt for undo. I believe you can do a press and hold, click the arrow, and click over and do the undo as well. That's a save there by Malo. We're busy doing iOS tips and tricks here. As the Longboarders pull their goalie, going on for the extra attacker with less than 3 minutes left to play, being down 7-4. Stretch pass there for Wise from Efforts, getting it all the way down the floor. Reed tying up Logan. Longboarders have the puck. Pass sent up to Ray. Ray has Sakalia.
Nice
Shot on goal, tipped out.
Oh, I thought.
I saw where the puck was going. I thought that may have gone in.
Went in. Where did it? And then Malo got a pad on that, or he got his blocker on it? And
I think it got tipped on the way there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Timeout called by the Longboarders.
Gosh. A, B, C, or D. I got answered wrong.
Not correct. Not correct. Faceoff is inside the Stingrays zone as the timeout expires. Mata, Wise on the faceoff. Chipped up. Stingrays get it. They keep it inside their zone. They look to break out on the wall. Wise up ahead, trying to chip it to himself, almost does. Dylan Wood sends it to Blake. Blake inside the circles here. Ray in close, spinning, falling on the puck. Stingrays managed to keep it out. Still loose, though, behind the net. Battling for it. Ray takes a windmill swing at it. Net is still empty here. Stingrays looking to go and get it into the net here. Sealing the deal is Dallas Hessling at 1:55 in the final period, putting them up 8-4.
Very unselfish play of Wes Langlow there to get the puck over to Dallas Hessling.
That was his second or third goal this game.
Definitely at least his second, but I think it might be his third. I think that seals the hat trick for Dallas Hessling.
Shot absorbed by Malo. staying square to the shot. That's going to stay inside the zone for the Stingrays. 1:41 on the clock.
Bryce running back in net for Lucadia, so they don't have an empty net. Looks like they are admitting defeat on this one. Tough night for Lucadia. They battled hard in their first game, lost to the Pandas. And this one, the bounces just didn't go their way.
Yeah, a lot of good tip shots, good shooting by both teams, and Stingrays just wound up on top for this game. Sometimes you get that puck luck, sometimes you don't.
They had the start they needed, the Stingrays did. They went up 3-0 pretty early in the game, and it's difficult to come back down 3-0 and playing a competitive game. But
Lewis getting inside the circle from the right, shot on Runyon.
Stingrays certainly had the start they needed, especially shaking off that poor performance that they had earlier today.
That was tough.
They shook it off well, though. Looked like a different squad this second game.
They sure did. Efforts hanging onto that puck there inside the face-off dot. Sends it all the way back into his zone. Stingrays just looking to burn as much time off the board as they can. Hamilton with the puck, fanning on the shot there. Ray taking advantage of the whiff. Scoring for the Longboarders, 5-8. Not sure what Hamilton was doing there, but just totally fanned on a puck and it centered for him.
Yeah, Hamilton, want to be a little bit crisper with the puck.
Got to be crisp with the puck. Puck sent up ahead. Woods in close, looking for that tip. 20 seconds remaining on the clock for this game. Lewis slamming on the brakes. They're going to let this time run out. Puck sent back in. 3 seconds. That'll do it, folks. Stingrays lock this one up, 8-5. Going 1-on-1, 1-1 today. One more game remaining to play in our doubleheader. Rhinos and Pandas coming up here for our final game. We will be right back.